Greetings out there. Here is today's chord of the day, or at least chord of this very instant. And it's this D minor triad here. This guy here, right? This is a very useful triad to be aware of because this particular D minor triad enables us to reach some pretty cool extensions pretty quickly. For instance, the open B string. So now I've got a minor 6 chord. Could add the open E. Minor 6/9 chord, pretty good. Okay, but that's not all. Another handy dandy thing to do with this voicing is you can add the 5th in the bottom. And that's a really full-bodied chord there. And if you've got an extra string, you can add the low root, but you need that extra string, right? Now, even more with this shape, right? Notice we've been voicing it, or at least I've been voicing it with my pinky, my middle, and my index, right? And that enables me to get the 5th. But we also want to be able to voice this chord with our ring finger on the root, our middle on the minor 3rd, and our index on the 5th to free up the pinky, right? And so then what can the pinky do? Well, we can add the 9 like so. And we could even double the 9. Get that sort of sound, both of the open E and your pinky getting that E as well. As I mentioned, I like this particular triad here because it allows us to get some cool extensions pretty easily, like the 6, the 9, or the 9 like so. Notice to just get a regular D minor triad with the root on top as well is tricky. That's not the most, your fingers are definitely doing some yoga there to grab that voicing. You might try it like that. Some people do it like that. But once again, the benefit of this triad with these open strings is you can add some extensions. The 6, the 9, the 9. How about the major 7? So you get a minor major 7. And as I mentioned, if we're voicing that with our ring, middle, index, bar for the major 7, got my minor major 7, my pinky's free, why don't I add the 5th on top? Right. Something like that, right? That's 2, 5, 1. Now, the minor 7 chord, that's a cool chord. It's a bit more common, I'd say, than the minor major 7. And notice in this voicing, or this particular voicing in this particular area of the neck, it's tough. Gotta stretch for that, right? That's a pianistic voicing. That's 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7, right? And we can bar our index, get the F in there. And that's cool. It's just a pretty it's a standard D minor 7 chord. This is hard, but you can do it. You can make it a D minor 9, right? D, F, A, C, open E. Now that's cool and that's possible, but it's hard, right? And as I've mentioned a few times, this particular triad, the quirk about it is we get our extensions more easily. The 13, don't have to do anything. Just add the B, right? Don't have to do anything to add the 9. Right, that's great. That's convenient. You do have to do something to add the root, right? And you do have to do something to add the flat 7. You got to do plenty. And you got to do even more. Get that minor 3rd up there. I'm stretching, but it's good to stretch, right? Every morning we should stretch, Okay. As guitar yogis every morning, stretch. Stretch your ear. Okay. What else can be said of this D minor triad? Well, we may just leave it at that. Get acquainted with it. Right? That's 1, 3, 5. Can you get the 9? Can you get the root? The major 7 on top? The flat 7? And then of course the 6 or the 13. No trouble there. The 9. Oh, how about this one? This one's hard. So there my pinky is reaching for the minor third up there. That's cool. It's hard. Check this out. I can add the open E after the fact. And that's a cool sound. So that's a minor 9 chord. And this is one of the secret ways to harmonic beauty, is to hide or to find ways to cushion and mask dissonance. Right, I've got the F and the E on the top of the chord, but that D minor triad underneath, very beautiful and easy on the ears. This is not easy on the ears. Beautiful, pleasant. But this, pretty dandy, right? Pretty beautiful. Last little trick. Pinky drops down, and then you're going to do the fifth finger technique with your index here and do this. And now it's the same chord, but you're just voicing the 9 first. Is the same as, it's the same chord voiced in a very subtly different sequence, just swapping the minor third and the 9. That's a bit silly. Anyway, I think that's going to about wrap it up for this chord of the day, which is essentially, this D minor triad and all the handy dandy things it gives us. Give it a shot. Adios. Thanks for sticking around. Hey, if you're here and you're enjoying this stuff and you're learning and you're loving it and you really want to develop your music, your understanding of harmony, theory, and your use of it to create music, to write music, to improvise, to play with others, to really know what you're doing. If that interests you, click the link in the description below, set up a call with me. Let's talk about your musical goals, your musical future, and maybe working together. All right. Cheers. Peace.